Blimba Chicken Charmaine, Mkhetwa AKMK, and a whole bunch of other AKAs. The Sobering Podcast, Season 4, Episode 10. Episode 10. Got it right this time. Yeah.
Yep. You got it right this time, brother.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Skis, Big Fred, aka Umkomboti in a lean cup. You know, that's from the writing room. You know, got a dope ghostwriter, Zulu Skywalker, one of the best writers in the game. Yo.
We are trolling a little bit. In a lean cup.
Oh man, it's very bright, man. I forgot my glasses at home, so I'll be blinky as well. So, you know, it's lit, man. Prescription boys worldwide. I can see you. Macheto's a bit blurry, but his beard is blurry, but everything else is good.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we got a amazing guest today. One is definitely not a stranger. He's basically family to the show, and
yeah, we've got one guest and one.
One guest and one resident. One guest and one resident. You know, he's one of those residents that pays rent but doesn't sleep. You know what I mean? You remember those people in varsity? It was usually girls though. They pay rent and then
they're never there.
I don't know where that's going, but
no, it was just, you know what I mean? It's just the thing because you know, maybe they dating outside, you know the vibes. Come on, man. Yo, Muzi, I mean, we already know how phenomenal he is and how great of a musician he is and a visionary in terms of the whole creative space, a design thinker as well. And we also have Espacio.
Yes, brother.
Espacio
Dosh.
You know, I only just say Espacio. Once I learned how to say Espacio, I was like, I'm just gonna
Espacio Dios.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, Espacio Dios. Am I saying it correctly?
Yeah, you
definitely. And I mean, he's also a phenomenal artist. I think I've listened to like 2 projects.
Yeah, there's only 2.
There's
projects.
only 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then
I've only listened to Son of Uri.
Yeah, Son of Uri.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And it's also amazing that he's a Tswana brother.
It's
so nice. It's so nice to hear him speak, bro. It's so refreshing.
I'm so happy.
This is Dintan,
Representative.
And you guys are a crew now. Can I call it that? A duo.
Your group?
A friend, a brotherhood.
Okay, no.
A conglomerate?
A PTY Limited?
NGO.
No, man, we're just like 2 individual artists coming together to create great things, bro. Like we call ourselves Clout Killed The Kids.
CKTK.
Yeah, no. No. Clout Killed The Kids.
Oh, we're gonna CKTK.
No.
Clout killed.
The kids.
No, that's what I'm ending.
Why?
Clout killed. Oh, you see, what would you
Calvin
rather
Klein
have?
Tukelo.
Wow, that's even. Why Calvin Klein Tukelo? Yeah. Clout Killed The Kids.
Yeah.
Clout Killed The Kids,
the entire
man.
thing.
Yeah. And we just we made that because we felt like the industry that we're not in, right?
Yeah.
That you're not in.
Yeah, no,
We're not part of this thing. You know this.
I don't know. I don't know. He's like the.
I'm not.
I don't know. Muzi, you can't say that right now. No, Muzi, I just watched a YouTube video and Mr. Price ad came up.
Yeah, but that's not the industry.
That's industry.
I'm not part of the industry.
No.
Muzi.
I'm part of music.
Muzi.
You saw
part of the music industry.
No, not the
industry, dog.
Yeah, you're right. It's part of the music industry, not the South African music industry.
Yeah. I'm not.
That's a different thing.
That's true. That's a different thing.
Okay, I need you to elaborate on that, both of you. I want separate answers, and I don't want those shared answers where it's like one is leading on to like I want your answer to why you're not in the South African industry and why you're
what
not.
Espacio is trying to say is none of that.
Okay. Like with regards to like what
I guess expected of artists and the things they do and the interviews they do and the way they move. Like, I'm not part of that. I'm not part of any
You want espresso?
group. No,
Espresso.
like you use what you can to reach people. Like, I want as many people to reach my like to hear my music.
Yeah.
But like I'm of the people, not of the industry. And I think that's a decision that every artist makes at some point in their lives. And so that's what I mean. That I'm not of that. I'm not of that cloth of like clout chasing and whatever.
Espacio, your elaboration on you're not part of the South African music industry.
Okay, it's basically that, but in essence, to give you an idea of it, right? My music is not playing in the club, bro. You know, my music is not for just like I want to get a hit. You understand what I mean? My music is not for I want to be liked. Y'all gonna like me for me. If you don't,
It is what it is.
No, this is the silver. You can let it rip.
yeah,
bro.
you know, thanks. Yo, fuck it. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not, like, usually it's just like people in this South African industry, it's like, if you get into music, you have to do a certain type of things to get into the industry, like be seen in the club. You're not doing anything. I hate the club.
You have to hit the right party.
You know what I mean? You have to be with the right people. Like my man,
Take pictures with celebrities.
Exactly.
But you've taken a picture with Muzi, so you're already that.
Bro, like let me tell you, no, this is not a celebrity, man.
He's celebrating.
He's celebrating.
Yeah,
He's a
but I'm
celebrity.
not. No, not like that. No.
But he's not a celebrity, man. Like you know the difference. I mean, like Muzi's not Casper.
He might not act like a celebrity.
Muzi's not AKA.
I'm
So
not
are we
that.
talking about level of celebrity or?
No. We're talking about the way in which like people move.
But guys, but here's the thing.
Like I can say that like I can say like people like
this
people
clout is killing me now.
People your clout is killing you right now. People know, right? Like people know, but like you can't take away from the fact that like the way I've moved has been fundamentally about people. I don't care about radio. I don't care like just because I don't care, like if my song plays on radio, that's cool. Yeah. But it's not what I aim for. I don't aim for fame. I don't aim for everything. People that like fuck with me because of my music. You know, because of me. Whether that's me dressing, skateboarding, whatever. But it's because of me. It's not because of like playing to a certain fiddle or playing to like, oh yeah, no, this is what you need to do in order to make it in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? Which is why like there's always a lot of people that are like, yo, like Muzi's so slept on. I don't feel like I'm slept on because I chose this path. I know the other path. I don't like it because that's the industry part. That's the part where you're supposed to have some peak and you're supposed to like blow up and be this thing. And then you do things to please people. You wait for December to drop songs. I just dropped an EP about my mother. That's the most non-industry thing you could ever do.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But it's the most artistic thing you could do. Because
it's artistic, and there's people in the industry that have done similar.
Yeah, no, but like I'm saying that, but then that for them that move was for them. So it wasn't an industry thing. It was a them thing. Okay. That's what I'm separating it in that sense. That like I mean it's festive. Like people want to hear club songs, and then Muzi drops what he's dropping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not of the industry because if I was of the industry, I'd be loading my singles for December, which is what a lot of industry dudes are doing right now.
Like let me give an example, right?
Yeah.
In both me and Muzi's scenarios, right? Our music is bigger than us.
Yes.
Do you understand? No. Yes. Let me give an example.
He's like,
I'm gonna tell you now. Like, listen, man. A lot of people, especially like brands or whatever, that are in South Africa, because of how the industry works, and they say they look at your followers, they look at all that shit. Muzi doesn't have that. I don't have that. But the music is bigger than that. Yeah. Both our scenarios.
Yes.
I have streams that are probably bigger than some of the biggest artists here.
Me too.
As well as him.
I like that. Talk.
Do you understand? Like it's not about. It's like the core feeling that we both have is like when we were younger, all we wanted to do is make music. We didn't just come into this thing to just fucking make music. Do you understand? Like, to make music for other people, it's the cool thing.
Yeah.
I grew up loving sounds, bro.
Yes.
He grew up loving sounds, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what brings us together. Do you understand? It's not necessarily about us, we're gonna look cool, let's pose. Nah.
But when you pose, you're still trying to look cool.
Bro, but like no.
this guy.
No, look
Let's not
cool
lie,
as
come
in
on.
like, it's Muzi and
You know,
Espacio
it's a tricky thing to say when you guys already look cool.
Yeah.
But we're really
Easy,
cool.
exactly.
But we don't try.
If you guys weren't cool,
We don't try. I don't care.
I don't care, bro. Look
that's
at me.
because you're cool already.
Nigga, I don't have no fucking chains and shit right now.
Yes.
Look at how he's dressed up and shit.
He's got chains.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
he's got, but he wants to rock that one chain because he likes it. It's not because you're gonna like it.
it's for
That's the
me.
difference.
Here's the thing. Okay, guys. We framing.
I can't believe we're already arguing and it's like 2 minutes. Every time I'm here, I argue with these guys. I'm tired.
This is tradition, and you're gonna be PC.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys. I mean, we're framing the industry and as I said, the word celebrity in like basically a negative form. Why?
It's negative to me. I don't know. Is it negative to you?
Yeah.
It's negative to me because I know I can see how it kills people
Yes.
in the long run.
I agree with that though.
Yes.
I can see how it
I
kills people in the long
can
run.
see what you mean.
You grow up and you see your idols and people that you look up to, whatever. You see them getting eaten by this thing called the industry. When they're even still making good music, nah? So you see that the music, they're still trying to make music, but the industry is eating them.
Yeah.
Like the partying, the I don't know, whatever, like that they
The
do.
lifestyle.
The lifestyle.
Just-
You know what I'm
just
saying?
that.
What if you genuinely like that and that genuinely brings you some
That's
sort of
cool,
fulfillment?
but then you're not talking to them, you're talking to us. So you can't bring that point. You can't bring that point onto it. You know what I'm saying?
Fair point.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so this is it's completely subjective.
Yes, it's how I see it. It's how I don't want to be like that's why I don't have idols anymore. I don't want to be like
No
that.
idols.
I don't want to like look at like someone and then like aspire to the lifestyle that they live, whatever. Because most of the time when you meet these people, they're not happy. When you meet these people, they're not with their daughter. When you meet these, you know what I'm saying? Like they consumed by the industry. I can't be of that.
Some of them
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not of the industry in that sense because it's dangerous. You know what my mom used to say? My mom used to say like, as long as you know that you're going into a dragon, I know it's a dragon.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna fool myself and be like, oh no, I'm gonna move differently. Oh no, I'm gonna kill it from inside.
Yeah.
I'm scared of dragons. I'm staying away. Right?
Exactly.
I'm staying away. From
Espacio is doing that thing that I said.
No, but like, it's true. Man, it's like, but you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not of other people can do it, obviously. I'm not other people.
Yeah.
Espacio is not other people. That's why we get along. The whole thing of Clout Killed The Kids is that like maybe we should make it about art again.
Yeah.
How's that?
We didn't even want to put our faces on it. I don't even know why we're doing this interview, but we didn't want to even fucking put our faces on it. You know what I mean?
Like we wanted it to be purely about like
the art, whatever it is,
Whatever that we
videos,
doing.
a series, whatever, anything, music. It can be anything.
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, that's that.
Okay, cool. So I mean,
all that from why the name.
All of that. Imagine argument 1 gone, argument 2 loading. Let's go.
just trying to find out.
Why do you hate clubs?
Okay, so the last time I went to a club,
They stepped
I
on
went
your
with
shoe.
another artist that's like, you can call big or whatever. We were just chilling. And then I realized I saw like everything, right? Because I like analyzing shit, like situations. I see, oh shit, here are people that think they're important. And then here are the people down there. Wait. Here are the people down there that like give the person
That make them important.
Yeah. But they still give them a cold shoulder.
Yeah.
And we're just acting here like we're being cool.
Yeah, like it's normal.
And we're being cool. And it's just like, I really don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I'm going home, dog. Why am I here? You're not doing anything. You're buying a whole lot of bottles that you're not even going to drink because you're an artist.
but you can just hire the bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you
But you didn't know.
Do you know that a lot of celebrities don't buy bottles in the club?
But it's even worse if you don't buy it. That means it's like,
No, they get bottles from the club.
As part of their rider.
Not even. I mean, sometimes if like you making an appearance or whatever, you'll get bottles. So if you're in the house, they'll give you bottles. The reason they do that is because it's like you were saying, people want to be like celebs.
Yeah.
So if you see Muzi in the cut with full bottle, like nah, we're gonna show them as well.
Yeah.
So that's why it's always dumb to compete like with celebs in the club.
But that's exactly
half the time they're not.
Science, man. It's a business.
That's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
No,
that's why I don't.
You said they were buying it. You didn't know that.
No, but even if they're not buying it, it's worse.
It's worse.
It is worse. It's worse. It's actually quite hilarious.
It's actually like
it's really
it's like you're reeling to you.
I don't think like you went to the club like were you going there to enjoy yourself?
Yeah, well, it was a night out. I don't know if you'd go.
So what do you do on a
yourself.
night out, basically?
Bro, make music.
a night in.
Chill.
It's a night out. It's a night in.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, now you kill him. Mukhet is a child of the night. You see that?
Like, dude, like, it's okay to like go out sometimes and whatever, and to like, but like life is about finding your tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways of having fun and like being out or whatever. Maybe some people like festivals. Some people like chilled vibes. Some people like clubs. Some people hate clubs. You know, so like
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, but if you like a chilled vibe where maybe like you can chill, there's music playing, you know, and it's just like cool vibes. You can get food, you can talk to your friends. Like, there's nothing. That's what you like.
Yeah,
you know
I like it all, man.
Yeah, that's what you like.
Good for you, man.
You know, it's just for me. The dynamic when I was reading into it, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You understand? Not to say you shouldn't like it. I don't know. If you like that vibe, you like it. But like for me, that vibe was just like.
I was like, maybe you just went to the club. You should have like let loose. You got there and analyzed that. You got there and you started analyzing. That's not what we there for.
like bro, I'm sitting.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I think Kito and I did what Espacio did. Me too. Like, we did the same thing. It was like,
and it's like,
chill the corner.
You find what I'm saying. I find a corner. I will sit there for the whole night.
Like, this is weird.
This is weird. Like, I'm seeing this whole like thing, and I'm just like,
this is weird for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's always different when you. Okay, but you had a person that had access. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, then you'd like totally hate it. But it's always like it heightens the possibility of you having fun when you with somebody that has access.
Yes, definitely.
That kind of helps because just like paying your way through.
Doc, you don't want to be in the club and
I wasn't paying for anything.
You know what I mean? Like
and be in the regular section. You don't want to sort of to everybody that's in the regular. You don't want to be in the club. I mean that's it's exactly what you were saying. Like you're looking at. It's almost like you're at a stadium, but.
Yeah.
Watching people have fun.
I honestly feel that VIP sucks.
Yeah, VIP sucks. That's
of course VIPs are nice to have though.
It's rubbish.
It's like in wherever you are, festivals, wherever.
Yeah,
VIP sucks. It's a nice amenities in the VIP.
I hear what you're saying. Nice.
Anywhere where you have a choice to be.
Nice to have. Yeah.
That's why you say it's a nice to have.
I hear that. I hear that. Then usually when you have VIP, you end up going to like where everyone else is because VIP is fucking boring.
Yes, but that's why it's a nice to have because you're gonna go there to access the nice toilets,
the nice toilets, the short bar,
you
know, when you wanna sit,
when you just want to sit,
that's all a VIP like. That's what it's good for. Yeah, but otherwise
it's a recharge center, though.
Yeah,
it's functional.
Exactly.
That's boring.
But it is boring. It is boring.
Yeah, because people are not dancing in there. They're not doing anything.
Everyone is cool. Like
everyone's too cool for everything.
Like, dude, like me now. I personally don't understand. I personally, okay, as an artist, man, like going. No, he likes it, and that's fine for him. You know, like personally, I don't understand the thing that like people make you with regards to your music, man. Like it's people that are listening. So like we work with people. In a way, as artists, correct. I don't understand how then an artist gets to be fresh on those people. Like,
explain that.
It's weird. I understand you're human. I understand that sometimes it can get too much. I understand sometimes it can get overwhelming. People wanting to say hi and all that stuff. But
you chose this life.
Yeah.
Invisible. Go home.
You know, like these are people that like take their like hard-earned money to buy your music. Like music, especially in SA, it's a bit of a luxury.
Yeah, it is a luxury.
Because people like they have like basic needs and people are in survival mode.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they're choosing to support you. And then when you see them out, you want to have a fucking red line or fuck that.
Come on, bro.
I'm glad
I'm really not here to talk about club dynamics. I also actually feel I'm playing devil's advocate with all this nonsense.
I know you're devil's advocate, so it's fine.
But now, I mean, we well acquainted with like Muzi's story and like how he came into being Muzi, right? I want to understand what Espacio's process was. Like, how did Espacio become Espacio?
Okay, well, I was born in Joburg, moved to Mafikeng around grade 3. I'm told, I can't prove this, I'm told I was always into sounds. Like my mom will tell you all the stories of me fucking mimicking glass breaking and shit like that. So I've always been and singing fucking Lion King in taxis and shit and making a noise for it. But anyway, I've always been like into, I wouldn't say listening to other people's music a lot, but it would be a sound thing. Okay. So I would always be interested in sounds. And then primary school, I had a friend that had a studio and stuff. So we'd always go to him, he'd make beats and we'd just record and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, nah, he doesn't know what I hear, you know? So a lady gets me a young laptop, no mic, and then I recorded my first song with headphones, right? Or first songs.
Same.
While making beats and stuff, just making beats. And then I dropped a song called CTS, I think when I was like, 16, 17? And then like, okay, got a couple of traction. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm doing okay, damn. Okay, people like it. Yeah. But that doesn't matter. So I'm gonna keep on going and then get some equipment, build from that, start working with different people. I don't know if I don't want to name drop some people.
I want you to name drop because I saw something and I was like,
just do it.
Go ahead.
I think you should.
Yo, because I fucking hate saying this shit. Yo, like I really hate it. Man.
It's part of your story.
I've never actually said it to anyone.
Yeah.
So,
exclusive.
No ways. Do not fucking check me this shit, you fucking bum. Shit. Okay, so I started working with. I actually started. CTS got traction from people like Anati, Shapu. I started working with them. Anyway, and then I work. Yo, man,
the face.
Yeah. And then I work with. I'm not gonna get into that. Get into the whole story. Nope. No, I ain't trapping me.
Why is that a trap? Why is that a trap if it's part of your journey though?
It is part of my journey, but it's part of a journey that I don't wanna shine a light on.
Oh,
how come?
You don't want it to stick like so-and-so's collab or like, you know how like they always introduce somebody like Seki, so Kabelo's frequent collaborated. Like
no, but not even like that because it was a shitty experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it was a really shitty experience.
It doesn't deserve the airtime.
It doesn't deserve that airtime.
See now.
Now
there's too many questions that arise.
There's too many questions that arise. But then what made it okay? What made it a shitty experience? Sans the name drop, I guess. I'm guessing it's a big person.
Is it a business shitty experience?
Yeah, it's a business shitty experience. Okay, cool. You know, and I got out of it, but it's cool.
Okay.
And then I worked with Kilta, some guy from Australia, some DJ from Australia.
How did he link up with you?
He just hit me up after seeing an interview on OK Africa and one of my songs there that I had dropped. And he's like, yo, bro, we gotta work, and we still like bounce shit together right now. That shit went on Billboard.
Yeah, man.
Nice. I remember that.
And then I did. What else?
Like you see how you just brushed
over. It's just brushed over. It went on Billboard.
It went on Billboard.
And then
real Billboard, bro.
Yeah. Okay. And then
Billboard.
And then I worked with Ellen Kingdom. That was funny.
that I was like, yo, when I read that, I thought that was cool, man.
Yeah, I worked with Alan Kingdom. He's a cool guy, man. But yo, he's funny as fuck. On some shit that happened right now. But anyway,
Alan Kingdom is a dope indie artist from the States. He's
Kanye's all day.
All day, yeah.
If you listen to the hook, he's
worked with
phenomenal.
him. Yeah, and then started like focusing on making. Because when the whole that all of that was happening, I made an EP called Percussive Planets, and it did well. And then after working with all these people, I just like went in like work mode and just worked on Son of Uri. I made it once, and I didn't like it. Scrapped the whole album, just made it again, and then I met Muzi. We were just like sending beats to each other. Yeah. And first day we met, we were just like, let's get ice cream and like fucking pizza, and then we make good vibes only.
Yeah.
Pizza.
And then
Thin bass or big bass?
Thin bass.
Thin bass.
Gotta pick thin bass, my boy.
I had to make sure what kind of people you are. Yeah. Can't be rolling with the thick bass people.
Shout out to thick bass as well.
Thick bass people. I fucks with y'all.
Chill. I don't trust y'all.
Like slices of bread with the bottom.
Thin or thick?
Thin, bro. I don't trust thick bass, dog.
Yeah, it's too much.
All my room is pizza people. I know y'all. I see y'all, man.
Yeah. Shout out to
One more thing, and I did a whole bunch of. I need to include this because I'm proud of it, yo, man. I know you've done like 12 or whatever. Go ahead. I've done this shit. And I got one of my songs from Percussive Planet. I got like fucking 5 sync deals from like international movies, series.
Yo.
So we're just rolling like that. You see what I mean? I'm saying that we're not in this industry, my man.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is different.
It's like how you move. It's different.
Okay, here's
There's a tinge of elitist that comes across.
That's the thing, and I'm anti-elitist. That's not elitist.
And I like these niggas. These niggas small fry.
And this is why. Listen, Muzi. This is why I have to say that.
Look, I'm international.
How it comes across.
So I'm not even like big.
I'm not say that.
Yeah, and this is
it's like niggas got like intimidated or something. And then they're like,
niggas will get intimidated.
Nah, he's not saying that. He's saying that like he's doing
see,
it.
the thing that I said he must
No.
I know it.
I know it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. What you're trying to say is no, because I've gone through that as well. When you say something and then it's like, oh yeah, you think you're elitist, and then it's like it's almost like they cancel you.
No, but you heard what we said. It comes
across. And
It's like that. No. Okay. That's your issue. If it's coming across that. Fuck your guys. These guys. No, listen. No, listen. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear. Yes, please just let me finish. Fuck. Like they always do this shit.
My nigga, I'm quiet.
This is the first episode I'm on video, man. It's my fucking episode. It's Espacio's episode. Fuck your niggas. Listen. It's not being elitist. It happened. It's something that he's done, and it's something that like he's moving differently. You know, like he's moving differently from everyone else. That doesn't make him elitist because he said it. It's moving differently. The ways that he's moved, he's done big. They are huge things, right? They are huge things. It's not being elitist. It's like actually honest. It's being honest because like it's like okay, so now when you say something that you've done, like why does it always have to come off as, oh, you're bragging, you're being I've done it.
Let me just
do you know what people usually do also? What? Then they act like you haven't done it so that they can feel better about themselves.
Oh wait.
I hate that shit.
Oh wait.
Lady, should we just put the mics down, let the Espacio and Muzi show
No, they like being devil's advocates. When the mics are off, they get it. You know what I'm saying? But now they're trying to like
But we tell you we get it.
We get it.
Relax.
If they talk shit, I'm stopping them. If they talk shit, I'm stopping them. Stop. Continue.
Oh, and then we just topped it off with
We're not continuing.
Mr. Price.
Yeah, and then we just did the Mr. Price thing. Oh my God, you're being elitist because the music is on an ad. John.
Skywalker. Skywalker.
Relax. Oh no.
Now we gotta take it back.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
To even the diction, right?
Okay.
The wording that Giza used.
Okay.
Comes across.
Yes.
Not that you are.
Not at all.
Right?
Okay.
And why it's important to say that it comes across is for you to clarify that you are not.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if 3 people can say it comes across, then somebody can take it
2 people
as it is. Oh, okay. Okay. So you didn't nod when the word elitist came
I'm
across.
listening now.
Now he's listening to
Okay, if 2 people can say it comes across.
Yeah.
Because we know you, we have the privilege of actually knowing you, knowing that you're not elitist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the danger of it coming across without us pointing out that it comes across,
Okay.
then it can perceive.
And we point it out so that we don't say, no, he's actually not elitist when people come to us like,
Clout
no, actually, no. You know what I mean?
No. I was just like saying it. And when I say
Trust me, we want you to say it.
When
Because
yeah, that's cool. When I say we're not in the industry, right? I'm just saying we're not in the industry because of how we move. That's it.
I don't know how they don't get it.
That's it. Not to I'm saying, yo, I'm bigger than I'm not, nigga. I'm bigger than everybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying we're not doing what the industry is doing. Simple.
Or what's expected
What
of
is
you
expected
when you're in
there.
the industry, right? Like the way like I think the reason why Espacio and I get along, besides us like being like close musically or whatever, is because he sees the bigger picture. As an artist on the mic, I also see myself as a voiceover artist for cartoons. I see the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
When I make music, my music can get on movies, it can get on ads. I don't just think radio,
Or
cloud. That's all I'm, because the other thing is that maybe it then starts sounding elitist because maybe it's because I've had the privilege of chilling with these guys and being behind for so long and seeing how they think and then saying I don't want to do that. No, I wanna end up in a place where I'm doing like Hans Zimmer stuff, where I'm designing sounds for games, where I'm doing all those, because I see the whole picture. Then when I see the whole picture, and then I go back to guys that are in the industry, and I'm like, you know what, that dog, you could do this. And then they say, like, I'm crazy. I know how many times I've been called crazy for just seeing the whole picture. Then it makes me realize that I don't move like the industry.
I think, Muzi, I think that's where, like, this whole thing of being in or out or whatever, I think maybe you say, like, you move differently. Because then when you say you're not in it, that's where maybe the elitist part, like, comes off. I think maybe you move differently.
At the start, if you heard me, I wasn't even using the word in it. I was using of it. I'm not of that cloth. I don't want to be of that cloth. I've seen it. I don't like it.
But
and like that's my thing. And like if that's how I've chosen my part that way, I'm not of that cloth of wanting to
the lifestyle.
Like no, that like not the people can live their lives. I can't dictate that.
Yeah.
Just like the way it moves, man. Like do you know how painful it is as a fan of music to see someone go be successful, get all the radio things, and then the next song someone decides they don't like that song for you, and then you're off the charts. It's a harsh industry. And you guys are acting like it's not.
Yeah,
it is. You know it.
We understand that we understand.
We all know.
We understand. Here's the thing, right?
It's a harsh industry.
Like you say.
But no, I don't think at any point we ever said that it's not. But
I don't know. But like I'm just now I'm elaborating. I'm because we're also speaking for the like in a way that the viewer can understand.
Yeah.
So that we don't seem like elitist or we think we're better than other people. But like not a lot of people talk about like the things that didn't happen, the stories that didn't break, the artists that didn't break, the artists that got signed to big labels and did not happen. You know what I'm saying? And then when you've been behind it and you've seen it and you see what it does to a human being, not artist music.
Yeah.
a human being, it fucks with you. Nah? So me, as a kid growing up and seeing all that shit, I decided I did not want to be part of that. Nah? Obviously, industry as a term is a very vast term.
Yeah,
but
broad.
that's the industry I'm talking about. I'm talking about the industry that hurts people, that takes livelihoods away from people, the industry that signs people's rights away.
And they still have to put a smile on the
On
face,
the face
for the crowd because of the clout. They
It's
still have to
fucked
smile at you
up.
guys and say, yo, I'm good.
But you guys
Clout
said you
Killed The
must
Kids.
smile at the people. That's
No,
what you
no,
were
man,
arguing
you-
earlier on.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
That's what you argued earlier on.
Do you know what I'm mad? Because for the first time, and maybe because Espacio's here also, I just want us to have like a real conversation about that. Nah? And the reason, and I know that you're trying to elaborate on it, but
Yes.
it's like that's what I mean by the industry. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I called it a dragon. I mean that thing.
Yeah.
that we actually everyone's sitting here but shies away from.
But you understand, we don't shy.
All of us.
We shy away from the dragon. You know what I mean? Constantly, right?
Yeah.
But however, when we call it a dragon, we have to dissect why we call it a dragon,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because some people do view the industry as something positive, right? And like you've just pointed it out, that it's such a vast term.
Yeah.
You have to zone in on the part that you're speaking on, that you're referring to. And you have to refer to the ills of it. You know what I mean? Because this is a conversation of people that are like-minded. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Externally. We definitely cannot leave out the person that is not privy to the conversation that we
conversation. To give them
have
context.
outside.
Okay.
It's very, very important to contextualize it. At some point, it seems elementary, but it's ultra, ultra important for us to have that conversation and dissect it fundamentally to the T.
understand.
You know what I mean?
Break it
Because
down.
people that are going into this industry, right, that you speak of, some of them haven't even finished school.
Yeah.
So you understand what sort of mind frame that they're in. And people will talk down on school, whatever, but school teaches you other life lessons besides the curriculum that is prescribed to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you understand that when they watch this or when they watch these things and all of these interviews, that's their curriculum now.
Yes.
And we would be doing them a disservice if we don't even
break it
put
down.
an index there. You know what I mean? So this, as jolly as it still is the index.
Yes.
You
No,
know?
no, and I get you. And I get you, and I hear that. You know, it's just like I don't know. I think with how like the industry is and stuff. Like I think Masejo and I are more so just about the music, the art part of it.
Yeah.
You know? And then obviously, I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of your business. If I wasn't like that, I wouldn't own my rights. I
wouldn't own my
You know what I'm
rights.
saying? Like, you have to be privy about both things.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like art is the only like area where you can just go into it without having any knowledge of the industry.
Correct.
When you're learning law, you learn about all those things,
Yeah.
and then you write your articles. When you're a doctor, you go through internship.
Yeah.
And then you learn how hospitals work and all that stuff. Music, I could make a song and I blow up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
Yeah.
And then when I watch like a lot of things, I feel like people don't talk about like the process and the understanding of what you're getting yourself into.
Truth.
You know, like most of the time, it's not even the music industry; it's the industry music. Like industry is first.
Yeah.
It's the business
It's the
music.
business. It's the business
It's
music.
the business
yeah.
music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? John always says that, and it's that's what like I would like for like. I would hope for any artist that's like watching that wants to do something to take care of the music, because that's what ends up taking care of you.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end, but then a lot of people like will make music, whatever, and then they focus like strictly on the industry aspect and that lifestyle, and then that shit eats them. And then when it's eating them to a point where it's like, yo, shit is bad, and then they go back to the music. Then when they go back to the music, people are like, nah, like
It's too
fuck
late.
you have. You know, it's like when a guy breaks and then they start flexing on people, and then things go bad, and then people remind them that when I used to flex on us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was
So
a
it's
good
like
time.
Yeah,
it's
it
like-
was a good time.
It's like no one in the industry likes passing on like the baton or sharing the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, now we must like you figure it out on your own.
That's still true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
still true.
So that's why we're using terms like, are we not of the industry or whatever? Because we
we'd hope for other kids to see that there's another route that you can take. There's other things that you can do. You don't have to play for like just like by those rules. The same way that everyone else has been doing. That's all.
You don't have to be famous.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it looks good. Like you can do it the easy way, and own your masters and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I just want you also give them the other side, like the hardships of doing it your way.
Oh no,
it's losses.
No, it's hard. Oh, it's fucking difficult.
No, it's hard.
Yeah. It's fucking difficult.
It's hard as fuck.
Like it hurts to hear radio say, your music is too South African, or to go to a festival, or to go to labels, even when you feel like you want to get signed, and they're like, yo, this is amazing, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Or you're an African artist, but like you're not African enough, or you're too African. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. And then you still need to make a livelihood. You still need to live. And then now you're not getting played on radio, so you have no royalties there. You can't gig because they don't know which stage to put you on.
Yeah.
You can't, music doesn't get played in clubs, so now you can't play in a club because your music is not getting paid. You don't bring people, as they say, right? So then you figure out the only way is to do your own shows. Where are you gonna get money to do your own shows? You're broke. What are you gonna do? Nah? So then you start having to think out of the box even more. Be like, yo, where do I hear music? Shit, music is everywhere. Okay, let me pitch for ads. Let me pitch for things like that. And then that becomes your gold. And then that funds everything. But even in that moment, when you've just made your first bag or whatever, you take that money and you make a free show for people. And you continue to make free shows for people because you've realized that the important thing, everyone in the industry is working for people. And then you switch it. It flips from you working to get a song on radio to you working to love your music and have people love you for it. So then you become a people's person. Because that's one of the main options you can have, because like the other thing didn't work for you, the machine. Right? The machine told you that when you're an outcast, you're a weirdo, like your music is great, but it fits nowhere. You know what I'm saying? All these hurtful things.
Sellable.
It's not sellable. No. All these things.
Is that local and international labels or just?
Local, and international guys, and then also like you get into places where that's why like I'd always say like don't sign to another artist, because you get to like places where another artist like hears your shit and then you see it intimidate them.
You see it,
and then so instead of them telling you that you're good, they start giving you advice and you're like, but I didn't ask.
I don't want to.
We know that.
You know what I'm saying? That's Wednesday. And then they start saying all the shit because you intimidate them. Like you're fearless and you're doing all these things. Like I'm willing to die for.
Or they try to like sign you so that you can do shit for them.
You know what I'm saying? All those things. So you go through all of those processes, and then like for the longest time it was just like me and John that believed. Not my mom, not my family, nobody. Even when I'd fucking smash at festivals, it would be just like a moment in time. Muzi fucking killed it. And then it goes.
Tomorrow it's gone.
Who's Muzi? You know what I'm saying? Who you think you are, For a long time, you do that thing. But then I know what the bigger picture is, At the time I didn't. Even now, like I have a kid now. But my child is 2 and owns my masters. Because she owns my shit because she's a beneficiary of it. You know what I'm saying? She will own something. All this time I've been like crazy running around. But like I'm seeing that like there's a lane that's like opening just because I'm believing in myself. And then now there's a few more people that believe in me. So now we're this little cult. And then now it's building that cult. I'm getting approached by so many labels. Constantly. But I see what this could be as a black person owning something. More importantly, owning something I make. Music industry is one of the few places where what you make, you don't own. The fuck?
If it's an electricity, I do it. Come on, I'm not just fucking cooking beats. I'm cooking beats. You know what I mean? I'm in the shower, and then I own my things. Never.
Yeah.
So
And
it's like,
for you, especially because you share the same sentiments as Muzi almost, and your approach to the game as well.
Yeah.
How is that for you? How are you surviving? How are you?
I'm good, but like it's just I'm a person. I used to be like super worried about things and like wanting to take deals. I only had to learn that lesson once. Like with me, it's just always once.
Yeah.
If I get my hands burnt, my fingers burnt once, and I know that shit is hard, I'm not going back there. So it's just like, if whatever bit of money I get, put it back into me, continue creating. That's it. That is the formula for me.
yeah.
So you guys, you hop a lot on the art, right?
Yeah.
And how you need to take care of it.
Yeah.
However, you guys also focus a lot on the business side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want us to really unpack that. You know what I mean? Because it seems like, I mean, everybody is in the quote unquote industry, right?
Yes.
Has to have the look. Everything. I guess we put it under umbrella that it's the look.
Yeah.
You have to go here. You have to shake hands with that one.
Yeah.
You have to,
Grease the palms.
Yeah, grease the palms or like
Kiss the rings.
You know what I mean? Like this one's picture.
It is run like a mafia sort of.
Yeah. Like this one's picture, comment and repost their pictures and things like that. You know what I mean? It becomes that. So I think
their stories and put their stories on your stories.
You know what I mean?
Answer you back.
So I guess it's like I guess that there's the hype industry that you guys have successfully cut out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually had a friend that was telling me that. He was like, yo, bro, if you stay in your corner and you don't like go out and meet people, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
And I'm like, bro,
You're gonna die.
bro.
Your face.
You're dying.
Your face is your CV. All the real
And I'm
shit.
like, what?
People need to see you.
People need to see me.
With that said, though, some people need to.
No. Like there is an importance to
But like,
to being a real thing, man. But like to who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My man, it's like going it's like
You're
going to a
absolutely
club
right.
and trying to talk business at a club.
You're absolutely
That does
right.
not work.
Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. I think you guys have done the dope thing of owning your narrative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't own their narrative
A lot of
because
people don't have narratives.
But also, it's also like when you sign to a label, and you sign a record deal, you work for the label.
Yeah.
If I sign, if I get a distributor to distribute my music,
They're working
they
for
work
me.
for me.
Yeah.
yeah, but
It's like a different thing.
how do you not get it?
But like you're right about like the whole you need to take care of both sides, like the business and the music, nah? Because you need to, one, I guess, know the potential of your music, so like you make sure that that's amazing and that's something that you love, so that when you're in a meeting you can sell it because you believe in it so much, nah? Because the industry is about two things. It's about art and people.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
You make your art and you try to go sell your art to someone. If they believe you, they take it. If they don't, they don't. You know what I'm saying? So like the least you could do is do your best so that you believe in your product.
Yeah.
Nah? And then from there, like you understand the business side of it, so that even when something does happen for you, they don't fuck you.
Yeah.
Nah? You try to get deals in such a point where everyone walks away happy. You know, where it's not just like, oh, I'm taking this because it's gonna look good, but I know I'm getting fucked. Because all this shit catches up with you later. It might not be now. You might get your bag now, get your few millies or whatever, but then maybe you don't own your shit. You still need to use money because you still need to live. Nah? And then if you've made a certain lifestyle for yourself that you need to maintain, that money is going. Nah? And then one day your seeds, your music. When you're old, when my hand doesn't work, or say my hand doesn't work, say my feet don't work, say my ears get fucked up, you know, I can still have my masters in such a way that I can still pitch them for ads.
Enjoy
The dream is to be Quincy Jones.
The dream is to,
That's
you know what
the
I'm
dream.
saying? Like they own.
Exactly.
It's the reason they hated, like when they hated like Michael Jackson, because then when he started understanding the importance of owning masters, he became an issue. The real estate of the music industry is masters.
Like for example, Michael bought the Beatles catalog for $45 million, right? Yeah. When it got sold, it was worth like 2-point-something billion.
And another thing that people don't understand is that like in real estate, nah, when you because there's two, right, in music. There's masters and publishing.
Yeah.
Nah? And funny story, it's called publishing because John was telling me, because like they used to write music first. So then like how you publish a book, that's why it's called publishing. But like it gets misconstrued in a way because people think
it's
when you get to a publisher, they distribute your music.
It's not that.
No. It's a different thing. But like there's two rights, nah? And then those rights, in terms of their appreciation, is between 8 to 12 times more than what you have it for. So for instance, if I own a master and that master makes me 100 rand in a year, I can sell it for 1.2.
Yep.
Say that again.
1.2.
No, 1.2 like 1,200.
From 100
I said 8 from 100 rands. That's what I made. 100 rands, and then I can sell it for 1,200.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that level of, now take that and imagine a Beyonce song.
Exactly.
And how much money that is, and how much one day if Beyonce's like, I don't want to make music anymore, but I still want my music to work for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let me license this back to you guys. That's when, remember when T.I. was selling his stuff for like 50 million. People were like, how can you sell stuff? Because they don't understand the business of it. But labels do. And it's in their best interest to keep it away.
To not know. For people not to understand. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the importance of it. When I'm long gone and my music is still there, and Zeno feels like, dog, like I don't really want to be in this. She can sell my shit. I don't care what she does. She can sell it, but she'll be good.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. That's
her choice.
It's masters are generational wealth.
They're just like estates, bro.
It's like land.
It's just like your land or whatever. You know.
Yeah, but it's more than, it's like a music right earns 10 times. It's worth 10 times what it earns in a year.
Jesus.
Right, that's it. Between 8 and 12, roughly 10, right?
Mm.
So if it earns like $1 million a year, right? That right, that copyright, is worth $10 million.
10 to 12 million.
Yep.
That's the voice of John. We'll tag it.
That's the voice of John.
Yeah, so it's no wonder T.I. sold.
Yeah, you know.
And he would have sold, there'd have been a lot of people wanting to buy them.
Yeah. Because they understand the importance of it. So that's why, like, so then if the industry you in knows the importance of that and they don't want to tell you.
Yeah, that's what we want.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you need
they want your rights.
Yeah. So like you then need to like teach yourself that thing so that you know what you're getting yourself into, even when you sign. Because there's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with signing.
Yeah, dog.
There isn't. No, there isn't.
But sign with your eyes open.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, like okay.
There must be an end goal.
Like some people really just want to be famous. Some people are really just artists and they're not really caring about business. That's fine.
That's okay. That's you.
That's fine. Get your advance, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Just know what you're getting yourself into. And more often, like you get artists crying at a later stage. No one puts a gun to your head
and says sign that thing.
No one. You sign it, and it's there. And then you go back and you ask for money for more music videos, and they're like,
really behind them.
They're like, what do you want?
What do you want? You want a house? You want a car?
Me one day.
Ferrari.
You know, one day. And then the crazy thing is that even when you have money to buy your rights back, they still have the right to not sell it to you. Because you can't just go to the store. If I don't want to sell you my thing, I don't want to. It's mine. Yeah. You gave it to me.
Or they can just say the price that they want.
Yeah, they just can say the crazy price.
Yeah.
Or actually just say no.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
That's even worse.
Why would I sell my gold? You just realized it's gold 20 years late.
Yeah.
Sold.
You're bad.
Hey, you know how much this gold is making me? Did you see his face? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like I think I'm very like passionate about that because at the end of the day, I'm a fan of music.
Yeah.
You know what I love it, dog. Like I love music, and then like to it's always sad whether I'm a fan of you as an artist or not. It's always sad to see you make the same mistake that someone else is making, and then you think you're doing like big baller shit.
And I don't get that, because like the one question everyone is supposed to be asking themselves is who was before. Like I always ask that. Like I don't get how people don't ask that. Like who was before me? You can't be the first one to get fucked. You know what I mean? Like who was before me, dog? I never understand that.
But can I ask this though? Does owning your masters like guarantee like wealth? Or because I say this because
It's a good idea.
That's what your music still needs to be good.
I say that because a while ago I was having a conversation with someone and they're like, we're talking about owning masters, like you're owning your masters, but what are they gonna do for you?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, like
Depends on the artist.
Yeah, it depends on the artist.
Yeah.
It depends on the type of music you're making. It depends on there's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. Nah? The masters is just one of the boxes that for me needs to be ticked. But like obviously there is the whole thing. 100% of nothing is nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So like you do like partner up with people and like you figure your way out of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if Mark Zuckerberg owns like 14% of Facebook and he's a billionaire, you know, because it's 14% of a lot of things. Yeah? So like part ownership is important. You know, it's like when you have a company and then you sell shares. The other company that's buying into your company always wants 51%. That 1%, that 1%,
Yeah.
you know, that 1% is the percent that's gonna fuck you. That's the percent that's gonna make them fire you.
Yeah, because
You know
they
what I'm
always
saying?
have the upper hand.
So that's you want to be like a major, you're shareholder of the company of your music. You know what I'm saying? It's a business, bro.
So sometimes, I mean, so when people say they own their rights, it's not to say they own 100% of their rights.
Sometimes it is to say they own.
Yeah, sometimes, but I'm saying that.
Yeah, mostly it is.
So
you know,
mostly
like,
it's 100%, but it can be you own.
yeah, it can be like you own 60,
it can be like that.
or you own 50, or you own
Yeah, it can be like
30, or you own 10.
Yeah.
Like, or 7% of your masters. You know, there's different things you know, to go around it. Like the music industry is moving towards a very transactional place, which is brilliant for independent artists. Because then I go to a distributor, they don't want my rights, they just want to distribute.
They just want the
Yeah.
transaction.
I go to a sync company,
Yeah.
they don't want my rights, they just want to get me syncs.
Yeah.
I go to, you know what I'm saying? It's very
And then how do you break bread there? Like what's the split? Like this
What's the
sync
transaction?
company. Yeah, what's the transaction? Because
Yeah.
they can't just get you a sync and then
Yeah, but
chill out.
it depends. Like some will go for like 1 or 10% cut in the money that they get you.
Yeah.
So not 10% cut in the rights.
Yeah.
So
Well, some publishers, like in terms of like syncs, they take from the publishing side. And
yeah.
So they get you the
because remember
sync.
there's two rights.
Yeah.
So they only take from the publishing aspect. The master is yours.
It's still
That's
yours.
yours still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually like when syncs come in, they say it's 10 rand on the publishing, 10 rand on the master.
Yeah.
The 10 rand is your master to go.
Yeah.
On the publishing, maybe say the publisher wants 30%, so you get
So
7 rand.
rand.
Yeah. So they get they take their 3 rands and then it keeps it moving.
Yeah.
But because you're independent, it's not even a rights conversation that much because you're the one that dictates the masters.
Exactly.
And then they just go. So then another thing that helps is that you can, as the master owner, seek your own rights. The publisher seeks more like syncs for you as well. So there's two people.
Working, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's
This shit is like a TED talk.
Yeah.
It
It's a
is.
masterclass.
It is. And like
And you know what's beautiful about owning your master is that you can say no.
You don't find your music on some corny shit. You're like,
no,
when did this happen?
Say no. And because the other thing about not owning them is that you can't say no.
no.
They can just put your song anywhere. You can hear
Istanbul,
dude, but like you can hear a version of your song, somewhere else, and you're like, they should have paid.
Oh, because you don't own
the
the
labels
master.
not paid.
Right.
Trust me. But it's just that when
You weren't in the conversation.
you're not in the conversation. You can't be in the
You're
conversation.
not consulted.
You're not
This is
an
big
owner.
boy
This is
talk.
owner talk.
Imagine. With your own rights. This is big boy talk.
You
Imagine
own
with
anything
with some shit you made with your boys at home.
If you don't own your masters, they own you.
Yes. Yes. It's like
They don't own your masters, they
So
own
they
you.
speak on your behalf.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They
they
have
keep money.
They keep the money. They have rights of attorney. They have everything.
Are they even speaking on your behalf?
Yeah, it's not even on your behalf.
They're not speaking on your behalf.
They're speaking there.
That's their product.
Yeah.
So now when you spoke about the label,
I'm glad we're not arguing anymore.
Wow.
I'm
I
joking.
think these guys are learning a lot.
Let's go. But this is what you wanted to talk about, man.
This is. But that riffraff had to happen in the beginning because you have to know that you're home.
You have to stretch.
Oh,
Continue.
my elitist friend. Rico. You understand how many times we have to argue with these dudes? I argued with these dudes last week already, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, continue.
Making me lose my train of thought here, man. So when we speaking about labels going into the point of transaction, the transactional space, I was speaking with John just before the pod, and he was speaking about how globally the trend is going into label services.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hop on what that entails?
Again, it's the whole thing of them working for you.
Yeah.
So the label that they're servicing is your label.
Is your label.
Yeah.
So it's not you're not the service to them. As the label.
It's you're employing them.
You're
to handle
employing
your
them.
label.
So how do you distinguish that from joint ventures and whatnot?
Okay.
So when people because they love using this word like JV.
Oh my
it's a JV,
God.
we partnered with the label.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same
deal.
Yeah,
it's
or
the
the
same
label
shit.
deal, we
So
partnered with the label, things of that nature. So how do you distinguish between label
deals are
services
usually
and that?
deals are usually different, nah? So like you go from let's say for instance like TuneCore, purely distribution, nah? Like you put your thing on, they put it on all the DSPs, finished.
What's the other one? DistroKid.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Into
It's like uploading. You upload it into the ether of music, and that's it.
Yeah,
nah?
they just put them there.
And then there's the second tier is like distribution and marketing. Nah? So maybe they'll put you on some banners. And now it's become marketing and like playlisting. So they'll try to get you on playlists and all. So they do a bit more than just
put it up
upload there. Nah? And then if you label services is like say I have money, I have everything. I just need budget for videos. I go to a label, I'm like, this is the service I need. I want to hire you to bring me budget for music videos, or I want to hire you to distribute me, or I want to hire you to market me only. I want to hire you to just get me syncs. I want to hire you to just make vinyls for me. So they're servicing your label. Anything that you don't have, they service that.
Like,
and then after that, you're gonna have a joint venture. A joint venture is supposed to be that I put in
50%.
Yeah,
or
everyone
whatever.
puts in the equal amount.
Equal
Because a
amount.
joint venture can be between 3 people, 2 people, or like whatever. So if I put in 10 rands, you put in 10 rands. And then everything is supposed to be 50-50 cut. Yeah? But because like these industries are like sneaky, you'll find that when you read contracts or whatever, the 50% cut that you get in return is 50 in like sort of like profits and in revenue.
So
but it's not 50 in ownership.
Yeah, it's not.
It's still 100% in ownership. You know, a lot.
They're like disjoint.
Yeah, they're like they're not like so like when the disjoint venture instead of a joint venture. A lot of artists usually like run through their contracts and they try to go and read
The percentages and not
and
everything.
they're like, oh, I'm getting
yeah.
50%. They don't read the ownership. They don't read the territory of the
Yeah.
ownership and all that stuff. And that's all like important. Okay, anyways, that's what a joint venture is now. But what it should be is like 50 cuts throughout everything, equal amounts everywhere, you know. And then you're gonna have like a record deal where they sign everything, and usually they're 360, meaning that every part
Everything you do.
every part that can make money,
Yeah.
we get a cut.
Yeah.
The cuts vary. The cuts are different. They vary for different artists, for different like people have different leverage and all that stuff. But like then that's a record deal. So like you have such a plethora of like different deals that you can cut.
but the 360 comes with a thingy. What's that money up front that they give?
Advance.
all of them
come with an
come in
advance.
advance,
All of them.
depending on your leverage.
Yeah.
If you're Eminem and
So even if you have a JV and then you get an advance.
All of them have the thing to get the option of getting an advance.
You can get a JV, but then say no, I don't want to.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like it's a loaning system. It's a loan system, but I'm thinking like if it's a
no, but
JV,
it's not a loan. It's not a loan
because a loan system is
there's interest.
There's interest and you repay. This is recoupable, meaning that like the money that they get is money that they have to recoup via music. So it's not like, oh yeah, you have $1 million, give me
my million. No,
it's not like that. Your music,
it's recoupable, but not repayable.
it's not repayable. It's recoupable. So like they have to recoup. That's the thing that like some people that are smart. That's why they take advances, because an advance can work for you. They want their money back, even if they don't care about you. So then some people use those things and be like, okay, give me an advance. And then I know you're gonna work for this money. And then for them to work for the money, they have to push your music so that they can recoup the money. And then you make your money back, and then you become. It's like what Russ did. And then he signed. And then he did it.
Then he disappeared. Russ is a genius.
And then he leaves them.
Then he's like, bye.
There's so many ways around it. Anyways,
I mean that's cool, man, because a lot of shit has been said lately about advances. Like, hey, people are taking advances, but
there's nothing wrong essentially with deals.
That's the thing, man. A lot of people when they talk, people will just talk about what they had, or okay, this is bad. Just like case in point, let me just say ambitious locally. You know, everybody's like say ambitious, like hey, they gave advances, hey, what. But nobody speaks on these parts, like how an advance can also work for you.
Nothing is necessarily bad, man. It's just like, as I said, like deals. It's you need to know what you're getting yourself into so that you can walk away happy.
And like with the advances, I think you're also supposed to just know your terms, bro. Like you know, like if it's like okay, within 3 albums, you're supposed to have this much, blah 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 blah, or within this certain time period, you're supposed to be done with it. Because you can leave even if they haven't recouped your advance.
You reminded me of a situation. I'm not gonna say who it was, but this artist had a booking. But because the label was seeking to recoup their money, told the promoter, don't advertise. The label mustn't know.
What?
Imagine that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So
that's insane.
Yeah, that's mad.
So in terms of like something like a 360, because 360s get a bad rep in like conversations about music all the time, even though a lot of people are.
They are
on 360 deals.
Most people, yes.
Is there an option to own your masters through a 360?
No.
It's called it's called a 360 for a reason. It's called a 360 for a reason.
There's no percentage. You can't have like.
Remember though, when it's called a 360, that the label as a business will also invest in that entire 360. So they'll tell you, okay, these are the best guys we have for merch. This is the best guy we have for vinyl. This is depending on what level of an artist is. So they're investing in every part of it as well.
Exactly. These are the producers that
they're not just like they're not like it's a bad industry and all that stuff, but like it's business. They're not necessarily like evil people, even though it is an evil industry.
No, they are evil people.
There is a few. But like, you know what I'm saying with regards to like fundamentally what it is. It's like I want to invest in something. If I invest in all of this, I want to see returns in all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like if it's a 360, it's like it's gonna dog. The next 10 years is gonna be sad.
You know what you have to realize is that what John told me a long time ago was that record labels were started by gangs, bro.
No, we understand that's the foundation.
That's the foundation of it. And you can't break the rules now and just be like, now we want to be good guys.
90 years of damage limitation.
Limitation, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then now they've realized that with the ether of the internet, that they can get away with so much more because people do not know how the shit works. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know how it works. Like, when you look at it, Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff, they're radio. So fundamentally, the industry has 2 radios now. They have the radio, and then they have the internet radio. The space. So it's like, it's essentially, it's always the same thing, just like coming through differently. Like, these guys will have coders and have all these people that can see
stream farms
and can see. You know what I'm like? Imagine like like as much as what Steve Jobs did with iTunes and stuff, as much as it was revolutionary, but like it's an industry where imagine if someone just like made like a crazy store for jeans and they're like every jean is R1.
That's crazy. Nah, that's mad.
That's
The first person that's getting into that conversation, because now the DSPs need licenses from the music labels to be able to have the music on there.
Yeah.
So the first people that are approached for the
They go to labels.
for the things are labels.
Yeah.
So by the time it reaches artists, labels have already had that conversation.
Yeah.
labels already on some.
Now when you
This is
complaining,
what happens.
you complaining, you're like, no, but my denims, I use 4,000 liters of water to make one
Yeah.
denim. Denim is R1. The dealers are even cut before when you can make
Mine is hand cut.
Yeah,
Mine is a shirt.
plated.
That's your
R1. R1.
The majors own like a huge stake in Spotify.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if these guys.
No, we've read of
read
those
about
things, you
those,
know.
yeah.
Because they can't, Spotify can't afford to get the music because there's too much catalogue, but they need all of the catalogue. So the majors go, okay, fair enough. We own part of the company. There's the songs, but we own part of Spotify.
Jesus.
Right? You know?
Did
So,
you hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, do you want to run that back? Paraphrase that for those that didn't hear. Clearly.
The labels own part of Spotify. Am I
Well,
is that what you're saying?
true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you need the catalog.
We need the catalog, and the
Yeah.
catalog is expensive. So the record labels say,
Yeah,
let's buy part of your company.
You've got all the music.
Yeah.
They can't afford all the music.
Yeah.
So the majors know that, right? So the majors go, okay, we'll give you the music, pay us, but
Give
we
us
also
equity.
want equity in Spotify.
Yeah.
Because they know
Yeah.
And they
it's
have
the future.
Yeah, and they have to. So it's like that's the thing. So you, as an artist, you have to know how to navigate this.
And you just have to know everything.
You have to, dude. You have to read the
you have to
latest
know how
things.
to
Keep
like
like John will
learning.
send me like all these like music like
Bro.
articles and all that stuff just to keep on with it and
Yeah.
learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to learn.
You have
'Cause,
to
like,
I'm
learn.
doing this my whole career, and I'm learning new stuff.
John, do you not just want to come in?
No, John doesn't like cameras.
John doesn't do cameras.
Publicity.
Yeah.
John has got enough publicity.
He doesn't like the clout. He doesn't want the clout.
No, but I think it's like Sony, like these guys have got a whole different agenda, right? Okay, multinational companies, right? Sony made the CD player, right? So they wanted the CD also to go in the CD player,
What?
right? So they set up Sony Records, they bought Columbia. They've got the software and the hardware, right? Now, with Apple, right? They've got the music and they've got the laptop. Software, hardware.
Jesus.
So the Apple conversation is a big one.
Yeah,
It's
but
a-
you said something and you moved quickly from it. Like the next 10 years are going
Going to be crazy,
Yeah.
sad.
Oh,
You
it's
said
gonna,
they're going to
be
be
crazy
sad.
because it's like we're seeing like there's gonna be a lot of talented people that think we're talking shit. Nah, there's a lot of talented people that think like, or maybe when like Kanye is screaming on top of his voice about riots and artists and whatever, that he's talking rubbish. Like when Masejo is like, oh, I see you guys are clouty, that he's talking shit. Nah, they still want the shortcut. There's a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna watch this and be like, oh, fuck you guys. Or, oh yeah, no, you're in a privileged space. Nah,
Like I saw,
That's the first one that they say.
yeah.
in a privileged space.
Bro, I just believed in it,
Yeah.
you know, and I was like, I'm gonna, if anything happens, like at least I need to be happy, you know, I need to change my definition of what success is,
Yeah.
so that I can move, like with my own pace, man. But a lot of people are gonna see that and be like, hey, you're talking out of your ass.
No.
I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but like we're not doing it for
But
those
then-
people. It's fine. There's someone
yeah,
there.
but someone's gonna hear
oh
it.
shit,
man.
these guys
But
are
then
so
the
something.
reason why it's gonna be sad is the thing I was saying about like being a fan of music, being a fan of
Yeah.
South Africa and South African like musicians or any like thing that I think is dope, and then seeing them go through the same thing.
And guys, I mean like this
Crying
what
now.
we're saying is not we're not the only ones that have said it. Like even in South Africa. The Anvil's done it. As much as I don't like this is the controversial what things about them, but they've done it. You know, who else has done it?
Like no, but like people's like
and they saw them as outcasts.
people's careers have shown us.
Yeah.
Where it's like my mom, one of my mom's biggest issues with me when I wanted to do music was that she said I would die broke. She knew that.
And get stuck on drugs, even me.
She knew that from just being a normal person at home. That this is how you end up. I don't want to see my child like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's that guy? Is it Pussy Chemist or who? Matlatin, the famous one. Matlatin, yeah. I know that.
Oh, the one. Like a lot of them do. Like the lady passed away. The one that wrote "We are growing higher and higher." She, you know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of them,
like all these songs that mean.
How about Brenda? He couldn't get his mom's rights from Universal.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's fucked up. So like that's what I'm saying, that like the thing that's gonna be sad about it is that like this is gonna be a lot more that happens to before people actually start seeing how to move. That's it. Like if you want that, if you think one of the worst mistakes you can make in life is think that something is never gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
You always have to see it both ways. You just do, dog. Or else if you like, that's not never gonna happen to me.
Damn, man.
I'm never gonna catch corona.
I was about to say, like, what about us right now with corona?
And you're like, no, this shit is never gonna get to me, or whatever. You know, like the worst. It's a mistake. That's your ego. That's elitist. Like, to think good to your buff, everyone's health or whatever. And with art, it's the same thing. I've seen so many artists that thought they were smarter than something that's over 100 years old.
Yeah.
They thought they were smarter.
And they said like, I'll kill it from inside.
I'll kill it from inside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill it from inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna infiltrate it, and then I'm gonna shoot them from inside.
And inside.
What?
I agree with you.
What?
Bro,
So it's
you're one white cell.
Dude, but also, it's also the other thing is that like if you in a pool full of sharks, man. Like me, I know I'm not a shark, so I'm bleeding. I know I'm getting my ass in. Like I know that I'm not a shark. But like if you're in a pool full of sharks and then you want to kill it from the inside, so you're wearing your shark suit, man, and you're going inside, and the sharks think that you're them and they're you. If you stay there for 5 years,
what makes you think?
Will
What
you
do
see
you
the
see
difference?
yourself as?
You see yourself as a shark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see, George Orwell is fucking like a genius writer because that's the thing. People adapt. You know, you might. That's why a lot of people that end up being like fucked up always come out with like good intentions.
Yeah.
They always. I know that as a human being, I'm not immune to that.
Yeah.
So that's why I stay away. I move this way because I'm scared of that thing. So I'd rather move like this because I've seen what that thing does. It's not because I'm smart. I know I'm not strong for that. It's killed my idols.
Bro.
Who am I?
What I think I'm gonna do?
I'm scared of. So like, I'm gonna stay here with Espacio, with John, with dudes. And I was gonna get her nappies. All that stuff. We'll just continue
I just
our
like
part.
jumping in for the last time, right? Okay, because this is my shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is the last time. But I think what Muzi comes on these things primarily for, and now Espacio, is to prove that there is an alternative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's living it. And he's starting to live it. Right? You know, there is, because people go, oh yeah, you've got to set your own label up. I mean, We the Bundu, our label, is a logo. Right?
It's a logo.
So it's a logo, right? An artist and a manager. It's a good logo.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, it's doable. We're doing it. And now we're doing with Mistego, right? So there's not, Muzi often says, you know, he likes to tell people about how he makes things because there shouldn't be any mystery to art. And I think that's awesome, right? And in business, I think it's much more prevalent, right? You just learn. You just learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can't be done, right? Logo, manager, artist.
Finish.
Manager,
Finished.
artist, logo, right?
Let's
See
go.
with
Finished.
the fourth kind, is
Yeah.
Seger's label. That's the logo.
Finished.
And then you just.
a good logo.
There's a manager there, there's an artist there. So, you know, if you want to, you know, if you're smart and you want to work hard, it can be done. And I think that's the message Muzi tries to get across in the Mistego. You know, and that's why you come on stuff like this. Not to kind of give you a hard time.
Yeah, we're not trying to.
We're not trying to step on your necks.
So, Muzi, you speak. What's your relationship here? Because I know you say don't sign to an artist. So what's your relationship with?
No, I have my own label.
That's what he just said.
That's what he just said.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
If anything, I'm good. If anything,
Espacio's a rock star.
He's a rock star.
Yeah, he's good. If anything, I'm just here to let him be him.
Look.
That's it.
Look.
I'll
explain better than that. Look, man. Muzi is like, when I met him and he met me, I saw him as like an older version of me, and he saw me as like my little brother, and he was so himself. We see each other in us, right? And like, he gives me tips on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I haven't been through my shit to burn my hands or whatever. But
how old are you?
I'm 22.
Oh.
You know, Muzi's 28. You know, it's a big brother and little brother relationship. And like man, there's some things that I didn't know, especially like the only thing that I really didn't know, like I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know you're supposed to do this, was when him and John came to me and were like, yo, my man, you know, for a feature, you're supposed to get some rights on it, like master and publishing. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, everybody's not just saying, yo, let's record. Luckily, I've never been that guy. I've never been that guy. It's just like,
Send me a verse.
You know what I mean? Send me a verse and stuff. And it was like, yo, bro, shit, you know? Or even like personal advice.
And imagine when he's discovering that, it's because we're being fair.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's how I could see.
It's like
Because he's eating off good vibes.
So,
And for me, that's how I could see that this is gonna be my big bro. You understand? Because I've been to places where people will pretend like we're good, but like have like, you can see when someone's like having like a secret agenda where they speak with eyes or some shit. It's just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And like just the you know, the openness of everything. Like in terms of the transparency is like fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what made me happy. And also I was just like, he didn't offer a deal. I was like,
I never.
Let me sign you.
Yeah,
nah, come on, shit, nigga.
Nah. If anything, sign yourself. Do your thing. If you need help from me, I'm always here. You know, because your family. If anything, I'm supposed to teach you how to use your own tools.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what it's gonna be. Like, we're family. Like there's I don't want anything from you, my brother.
Yo, my man, like nobody. I'm gonna say you now, nobody's gonna come in between me and this nigga. I don't give a fuck who you are, and I don't give a fuck what like kind of energies you come with. Nobody. Or you try to pin us against each other, whatever.
Not even that, dog.
Not even.
Nobody. Like, I'm gonna tell you now, like nobody, bro. Because like the relationship is not even just music.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's like family shit.
Yeah.
So figa in ties, I figa it,
What's a figa? They can try. They've already tried.
They've already tried.
They've already tried.
But like they can say, like obviously, like it's that like the most important thing, like the thing that maybe I feel like I'm privileged in, or something that John taught me, was everything else comes when I'm okay as a human. Yeah. I need to be in a peaceful place. Yeah. If there's like conditions and there's deals or whatever that are not peaceful, we always walk away. I need to be in a good place. I need to be in a good place to be a good friend, a good father, a good son, a good sibling. You know, artist. Because then when I'm good there, then I become a good artist. Then all that other stuff comes. Like for instance, like if John calls me and he's like, yo bro, I'm not feeling good today, we're not working. Because he needs to be good. Yeah. You know, he needs, if anyone in our team is not okay, like it's literally sent throughout, everyone knows, this person is not okay.
That's how everything should work.
This person is not, because at fundamentally, the reason why I think we get passionate and then we sound and we come off as all these things that we come off as is elitist. Because, whatever, all those elitist words, is because it's about human beings. And like it can get to a point where you forget that you're working with people. Yeah. I remember shooting an ad, and like they kept on wanting me to like redo a take, and I do it again. You know what I said? But take 6. I was like, I'm not a robot.
Yeah, I was so proud.
John was proud as hell. I was like, I'm not a robot, because it's like you can't just see like, press play, I'm recording. Press play, I'm recording. I'm human. And we forget, bro. Like, people really forget that they deal with human beings.
And that space is difficult. Yeah.
That space. That's the reason why I'm in the pod space, the front camera TV space, man. Because I've done that before, man. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because to a lot of like, if you're like the director or whatever, like you have your treatment in your head and you want to see that come to life and you want to do all of that, but you're dealing with a human being. So like it's a thing of like, it's almost like we've forgotten how to take care of one another. And then I just treat you like if you're just the podcast guy. Yeah. You know, it's like oh yeah, not human. Yeah. Just the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when we're talking about like we're not of the industry, I want people to always know that I'm human first.
I like that.
So they say, yeah, go get the shot.
Yeah, you know, I always want to know. So like even the way I treat people when I see them and all that stuff, you have to remember that I'm human. Yeah. I might be making great music or whatever, but like, yeah, that's your opinion. That's cool. But like at the end of the day, I'm human. I want to be okay. I want to be in a good space to play with Zeno. I want to skateboard. I want to play PlayStation. I'm a normal guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like this thing, hence I'm scared of it, is that it makes you forget that. And then one day when it's hit you, you want to remind everyone. And then everyone goes, you said you're a god.
Yeah, you said you were God to us.
I am a god.
You know what I'm saying? You said you were this, so and like, you know, it's the worst thing that like artists do is believe their own praise. Because someone else writes about you and then they call you a genius and you're like,
I never read all this.
I'm a genius.
Never.
You know, and then you start treating everyone like they're lower than you. You know, and then that's the thing. Like that's all it is. It's just like, where's the human part?
and like the whole term genius, everyone is a genius somehow.
In their own thing.
In their own way.
Like I feel that's
so
a
I
true
don't think,
thing.
huh?
True.
Yeah, like I don't think anyone should be taking that as a big
super
thing.
compliment.
Yeah.
But it goes to people.
Yeah.
You know, but it goes to people's heads, especially artists, because artists are fundamentally insecure.
Yeah, that's so fucking true.
Especially hip hop artists.
Yeah, hip hop artists are the most
Sensitive.
Yeah, but for me, man, just like this whole thing, just on a lighter note, just about being famous. I don't know what moral you apply to it, but the fact that you can't be seen with your favorite T-shirt twice, because there's a standard that you have to live up to.
I'm here to repeat clothes, Mito. I'm here to repeat clothes.
I was like,
come on, bro.
Nah, man.
You know, and the whole. Continue.
Yeah, it's like T-shirt. I love this T-shirt. I love it. That's me. You know, you guys know, like, if there's a shoe that I like or whatever that I like,
you're talking to a guy with a uniform, bro.
Yeah,
the same
yeah, exactly that thing. Like, if this is what I like, I want to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I want to enjoy. But now, if I become famous,
now you don't know Hindi. You don't know Hindi. You don't know Hindi. You can't clean your own shoes.
How many times is gonna wear that?
Yeah, exactly.
How many times you gonna wear? Alright, dog. Come on. It's too much because it's like
not even billionaires do that. Some like Mark Zuckerberg repeats clothes, dog.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know, but I'm sure people like it's almost like you're not allowed to be like human.
Exactly. Like you can't
just goes back to being human.
Yeah, I know. For me, that was the deterrence for me. It was like, not nice.
So you don't want to be famous
anymore.
No.
But you're a personality.
I am a personality. Big facts. But I can't lie about that. But if I buy shoes that I like, you're gonna see. You know, like I'll take shoes on for a week. Like, you know, I like the comfort of the shoe. That's what I'm doing this week. If you're gonna come and be like and expect something, that's when you go buy the shoes.
That's like the human thing, you know. Like the human thing is like, you know, when you buy like new clothes, you always forget what you were wearing before those new clothes.
Yeah.
Like you have this thing,
and then
like, you know, like oh yeah, these are my clothes. Yeah. And you're like shit. Like what happened to all my other clothes? What was I wearing before? It's a human thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, it is. You see, it has all those other like things attached to it.
And also just feel like it takes the enjoyment out of things. Like I feel like when you get famous, you're expected to do things like in a non-human manner.
Yeah. You know why you don't enjoy it? Because you don't do it for yourself. You're doing it for everyone else.
Exactly.
You don't do it for
big facts.
Yeah. You know, so you're not having fun anymore.
If there's any position in life that requires me not to have a favorite T-shirt that I can wear over and over.
Yeah, bro.
And these.
I'm not there,
I'm not going there.
Okay, so we've had a mini masterclass, right? But now let's also find out what Clout Killed the Kids is about to do. And did we finish your story, Espacio? I mean, we ended at good vibes happening because of pizza.
Yeah, and then
pizza and ice cream.
Oh, yes,
Pizza and ice cream.
Yeah, after
and
pizza
then the
and
rest was it history after that?
Why? I have a question, like for him, like why do you make? I know the answer obviously, but like now I'm in pod mode. Why do you
Speak into the mic.
Why?
What mode you speak into the mic?
Why is it that like you decided to like make music that sort of infuses your upbringing, where you're from, and like also like have this like electronic like spacey world? Why not just like make like
One or the other.
Yeah, like just like why don't you copy? Why don't you
like the people that were coming out of my Viking.
even that even you know what I'm saying? Like no, but like maybe do like Motswako music.
do like
or,
Motswako,
like
or
why
trap like the kids.
Yeah, why don't you just why did you just go, okay, I see you, but this one
Especially rockstar,
rockstar.
No, man, it's look. I grew up everyone's influenced by hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Especially like our generation.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hip hop was a big thing. But what I always hated was, because I love sound so much, was hearing the same sound.
Oh.
You understand? So I just come and like, and just press different buttons or whatever, and just like make something that I've never heard before. Right? It can be influenced because like nobody's just plain like
Nobody's an island.
Yeah, you know, nobody's an island. You're always influenced. But the bending of the influences was just, I guess, my character of not wanting to be like everyone else. I just and usually that's like a lot of people like saying that, yo, I'm out of the box, I'm crazy, I'm different. But being out of the box is hard.
It's hard, bro.
Do you understand? Yeah. It's like a difficult decision to take.
Yeah.
Because it takes longer for people to catch on to what you're doing. Because everyone likes the norm.
Yes, the norm is like plug and play. There's already a lay.
So I just wanted to, it went with my name, Espacio Dios, when I decided.
What does that mean? How did you get that?
Okay, I called myself Space God. Like I just sat down one day, I'm like, oh, I want a different name, man. Like my music is like crazy, bro. Like I need to have like a different name, right? And then I thought of space, because I'm always like stargazing and shit.
Yeah.
And like looking at space, and you know, the image of it, like what we don't know what it looks like, but the image of it is, it's limitless. You know, there's no boundaries. It's just like space. It's just like space.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, I want to be the god of space. Like, I want to be the god of nothing, like an emptiness.
Yeah.
Of like, there's no limit at all.
Yeah.
So when you translate that into Spanish,
God of vacuum.
Espacio Dios.
So
and then I looked for a way, because I don't want to just call myself in English like space god. No.
Yeah.
And then I wanted like an intriguing, different like name. Yeah, well. So I was looking for. I saw Russian there. I saw Star. And I saw what. And I'm just like, nah, this one looks nice, right? And it sounds nice and it's intriguing. It might be the wrong way to say it even in Spanish, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, fine, I'm gonna go with that. And then recently, on top, like on the music that I'm currently making, so I was just like, he knows I've been listening to a whole lot of like Spanish songs and like with my traditional songs. I realized, oh shit, the sounds are the same. Like Stoner traditional music and Spanish traditional music is the same. Ignore the guitars, because I like drums.
That's the one thing that.
Bro, like the claps.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. And I'm like, fuck. Bro, that name was my calling.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That name was my calling. So everything that I've made, it was kind of just wanting to have my own lane and sit in my corner. And unfortunately, one of my friends was just like, yo man, if you sit in that corner, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That guy.
You'll never
like,
forget that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. Let me die. So So that's my journey, and like, it's going on now. Working on a new project we might do a new project as well together. Yeah.
Like you working on a solo project?
Yeah, I'm working on a solo project. He's also working on a solo project. That's not my job to do, to take it up, but let's go. Let's go. He's also working on a solo project. And when we're done with that, we might be working on something
together.
Yeah.
Damn, man. So tell me, like, what made you go into start traditional music? Did you just listen to it naturally, or was that from your elders, or how did you stumble upon?
You know what I mean? And like, because like if you listen to my project, right?
Yeah.
There's like different influences. There's like rock.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's very
like
eclectic.
Yeah, there's like traditional. So on my dad's side, my dad used to like listen to like fucking rock shit. I didn't get it. I was like, bro, you're a black guy from Limpopo. Why are you listening to like all like what Daughtry, all this rock stuff? And I'm just like,
Your dad's from Limpopo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That makes Mkhato very happy.
So he you know, he used to listen to that. And then on my mom's side, it was like R&B vibes, you know, sometimes like church music. She's not really a church goer, but like church music. And stuff.
Yeah, church music is universal, bro.
And with my grandparents, it'd be like the traditional vibe. So when we go, like, let's say go Botswana just to visit, the traditional vibes, you know, get that there.
Culture spears.
Yeah.
You still have links to the motherland.
Botswana.
Damn, yeah, we're a family that side.
That's dope.
So yeah, man, and it would just be. So I just took everything from like all these different like, you know, places that I be in and just like merged them into one, but like in my own way. You know, in how I want to speak.
Yeah, that's dope. Because I remember you had said that he had put you onto some sort of music.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
And some of those traces or like those patterns come across in Zeno.
Yes,
Yeah.
with Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, I think because for me it's literally like the same story, just like told from a different thing, like what he's gone through. But like there's a thing that happens in my head when I hear sounds. It's like dots connect.
Yeah.
So when I started hearing like traditional Tswana music, I connected that to Zulu, and I'm like, oh, if you slow down the tempo, if you open up the thing, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Zulus are usually like hit on a thing like that, so it's usually a 4-step, and then like Tswana is more like it's more on the
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then you slow that down or you fast it up, and then it's steady.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like I was like, oh shit, I'm connecting.
And then song is like
Fast Lulu.
same shit, bro.
And then Tswana is faster, and then you go, you move all the way up, or you go to Angola. It's like literally, it's like the same thing, just like
different interpretations.
yeah. So like it's almost like I actually figured it's almost like as it was going south, it became faster. Like it was like a weirdest thing. I was like, oh shit, that's what happened. Oh snap! Like it's like the same thing, but it keeps evolving to this like a faster paced, like just like same drum beat, just like keeps opening up. So that sort of dot connection is like I got it when I made Espacio. I was like, yo, so what's home like and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh shit. And then I took him to my house back at home as well. And then he saw that. It's like, oh shit. You know, and then you just connect that thing, and through art, I feel like all these sort of borders and things. Like
They just ruined everything.
Because then you.
I don't know about when, but they did something, yeah.
No, they definitely did.
They did. They but like it's like that. It's like you don't see them when we connected with all the things that we're the same at.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a beautiful.
So that's the story, man. That's Espacio. Dios.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like the other crazy thing. The other crazy thing was like when we met was his like fascination with space and my fascination with space.
No,
because it's like
space,
the thing of like Zulu Skywalker and all that stuff. It's low key like always feeling like an outcast, or always being an outcast, or always being called weird or whatever. Nah? And then you start off thinking of spaces where you won't be called weird because there's no one there, you know. And then so you start imagining this thing, and then when you start reading into your people and reading into your history and reading into trances and tribal ceremonies and how they connect to something that's bigger than us, you like. yo, we are people of the sky. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there is the thing that's there. You know, it's Zuluin and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us, not just like Zulu people. I'm talking about all of us. Everyone. Through like ceremony, we connect to something higher than us. So then I was like, how can I put that into music? Oh shit! And then when I meet him, I'm like, shit, you fucking me, like it's like the same thing, just that thing of like thinking of a vastness.
It's just like you wanting to put that whole world into your music. Weren't you scared of maybe triggering some people? Like say maybe you're at a party and somebody's like.
That has happened, but like
really?
I have that in me. Like at home, like for instance, like Uma was a song of Uma, and like I have my own gifts. Like I even tweeted the other day. I was like, ancestors are snitches, because like I'll literally like dream about something like this whole week. You know, this whole week has been crazy. Because like I'll be dreaming about stuff and then like I'll see it happen, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was told that. You know, so like the same thing with music. Like I will literally like dream of like people sitting around a fire and they're singing a song to me. And then I'll take that song and I'll make it. And it's crazy that those songs sound like the things I make. But I
remember you said that at the listening years.
It's like, it's a message. I have that gift. Mine just happens to be music. So that's why I guess sometimes it does create that sort of like spiritual thing, that intangible thing where it's like you can't touch it. I feel like that's my purpose. If my healing is through drums, and that's my thing. If it was 1600s, I'd be the guy playing the drums.
Yeah, without money, me too.
You know what I'm saying? If we're back in the day, I'd be that guy that induces the trance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so that's how I feel it. That's where that's the most like deep rooted part of this talent thing, is that like it really is a gift. Of that sort of healing. It's why maybe when I was younger, I interpreted that as going into med school. Because I thought I was supposed to heal people through medicine. And then when I figured out that wasn't the calling was this. You know what I'm saying? So then now I try to tell that story. But it does like invoke like spiritual things in people all the time. Yeah, but when that happens, how do you feel? Like, well, no, you respect it, you know, but it's not me. I'm a vessel. So I don't go, oh, that's really good. Oh, I did that. I've been in spaces when somebody they got in touch with the spirits and whatever. Yeah, that's why when I do it at a club or something like that. At the club.
Yo, you're gonna have to put it on speaker, yo.
Yes, who's calling? What's going on?
Tell him you live on sober.
That shit off.
I'm trying to switch it off.
Do that thing on the side. And see, you're wearing skinnies.
I did.
So wearing skinnies. Skinnies don't work. But yeah, it's why when I do like the shows and stuff, I try to not like bring like even like the aesthetic of it. Yeah. So like I won't burn like in Bepo. I won't bring candle because that might make it dangerous. It does. You know what I'm saying? So
that
like
might like show that like that makes it seem like the intention is to
the intention is to evoke. No. You know what I'm saying? The intention is to heal. If that other part like happens, then like that's the I guess a nod from the other side for us. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm not like Isangoma in the sense of I can see. So I can't be like now doing the aesthetic of wearing the things because I respect it that much. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it in my life. I know what it means. I know you can't play with it. I don't want other artists as well, like Tandiswa. Like
Tandiswa and I know.
She performed like in the radio. I remember one girl just saying like, yo, I hear this, but I don't like what it's bringing out in me. Yeah, so I will be out. It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing, and also it's a thing that like we've been like almost like engineered to shy away from, you know, because of our history and all that stuff. But like it is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? But I understand the importance of it. Yeah, I really do understand the importance of it.
I just think we're just taught to be scared of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, for many other reasons, man, like which... Yeah, because there's lots of dogs to everything, obviously. There's lots of dogs to everything, you know? But like, I I just feel like it's important. Like I know like how my music feels when I listen to it. I'm like, yo, like there's like a sort of subconscious part that it touches. I'm like, yo shit. It's like it's reminding me of me, but I don't know who I am. Like that part, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I haven't connected all the dots with regards to like what some of the things mean. Or like what because they always talk about how our language, all the secrets are hidden in our languages. But like to just know how to speak it, but not know the secret of your own language. You know what I'm saying? There's still a long way for us to go with that.
And you might never connect the dots, but as long as the journey's like, you know.
Yeah, because you're still part of it. Yeah. You're the sum of everyone that has come before you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very powerful thing. And then with us, our job is the music healing. That's it. You know.
But you know that phrase music healing, nah? Doesn't have to always be like that.
Yeah.
Because like how I see like not just like music but just sounds in general.
Yeah.
They're just gods of like emotions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't want to say like I don't have the right words, but I don't want to say like manipulation of your emotions. But,
no, it is a powerful thing.
But that's what it is. It can be good or bad.
Yeah, it can. It can be both.
And like every human, and it's just like the interpretation of it with the individual, not necessarily you. You might make a sad song, but because you need to like release that shit, right?
Yeah.
But someone else, it could make them sadder.
Yeah,
or it could
trigger.
Or it could make them bad. better. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like the spectrum that can't be controlled.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, and I don't like people don't understand. That's why sometimes I'll get mad and I see like music that's just like, yo, bro, what's your purpose?
Low vibration.
You know, like.
But you not have realized with that. You not have realized with that. I've realized something, nah. I used to be like that, nah. But I've realized something, like Espacio, is that like everyone has their part to play, right? Yeah. Like even the stuff that you feel is like low vibrational, it has its part to play because then there is no way to gauge if yours is high vibration. If there's no low vibrating thing, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And to even put it as
sometimes you are just vibrating low and you want to relate to something.
I feel
to even put it low, even to put it low or high.
But like I asked the question. In general, whether it has to be there, right? Yeah. Or not.
But
I'd ask the question.
But like the thing is, you know what I've realized? It's like some people make music so that you remember. Some people make music so that you forget. And then it's like the low vibration doesn't mean that it's low. It's just a different scale. It's a unit of measure.
It's a different.
Yes, you know. Some people make shit so that you can escape. Tina, we make shit so that you must remember who we are. That's who we are. That's our part. You know what I'm saying? That's our part. But like other people make music so you can escape.
Yep. So you can escape now.
We're just not those people. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Maybe we also do in a certain type of way. Maybe
this is our escape is to go deep.
Okay, maybe. So
go deep.
Go deep.
It sounds someone serious today, eh?
I'm sorry.
No, but
how much time was
it?
No, we're done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, oh wow, John just went yes.
Jungle, yes.
Okay, so there might be a project from Espacio and Muzi.
Yeah.
Together, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
And it will be released under the moniker Clout Killed
The Kids.
The Kids. Yes.
Okay. Careful of the Clout guys. Use wisely, parental advisory.
Yes. It will kill the kids.
Yes.
It might kill the
I
kids.
also wanted to get into events about the thing that you guys went to last night. Nadia's thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the screening for her docu.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that
like,
cool?
Yeah.
Was it dope?
Was it dope?
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was the screening.
I think he thinks I'm a hater. Like it's just laughing.
I mean, you know. It's,
No, I love the way you guys
watching.
take over the interview. You guys are interviewing him now.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. How was it?
Yeah, it was dope, man.
It was dope.
It was dope.
What is it talking about? Like
It's about
It was like the
album.
screening of the launch and the documentary.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
oh,
It's on Showmax if you want to
Showmax,
check it out.
Oh,
Showmax
nice.
as
Okay,
well,
that's cool.
yeah. So I mean, that's also dope. I like the space of local documentaries and going on to streaming platforms and mainstream platforms as well. Just documenting for local artists, I think is very important, and I think it's great. It's dope that everybody's heading into that space. I mean, you also had a cool one when you did it with Jay, and then you did it with the Dead. When you guys did the
because it's important that we archive this thing. Like we're actually like probably the first like generation, like South African generation, to archive it ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, so
it's
that's
gonna be important. Yeah.
So it's very, very important. So shout out to Nadia for her docu, and we'll see the Clout Killed The Kids docu soon.
Yes.
It might just be a cartoon.
It might be cartoons actually. It actually probably will be cartoons.
It might just be a comic.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry for just wasting it.
Well, it's not gonna be a comic for sure.
It might just be.
Alright. Thank you for having us.
Shout out to my moms, yo.
Shout out to all the beautiful moms.
Shout out to all the beautiful mamas.
Let me go change my clothes.
Yeah. Espacio.